What's going on, world? This is Self. This is going to be the first of probably going to start doing a series of videos on YouTube. Pretty much just talking about just the shit, like, you know, I feel like I have a bunch of ideas and a bunch of things that people are interested in. I even though like I'm kind of like a loser by definition, I still feel like most of the points that I make are pretty good and stuff. So and plus, you know, I like hearing myself talk. So this is probably gonna be the first on this of a series of videos, primarily about sports, music. I might get into some wrestling. Just things that interest me, things that used to interest me, things like culture in the 90s, culture in the early 2000s, middle school, high school, college, everything. I feel there's no better way to start off this video series than to talk about what's going on right now. And right now it's 6:54. It's January 11th, 2012, and last night Kobe Bryant scored 48 points against the Phoenix Suns. Now, it's just so funny. Alright, the thing about it is that like a lot of people are really impressed by it. Of course, like me, you know, I've been the biggest Lakers fan I known for ever. You know, I haven't come across any Lakers fan that was bigger than me. You know, and I don't put myself up against people, but you know, it's like when you ask them, "Hey, did you watch the game last night?" When it's like not nationally televised, or you know, and they're like, "Huh, what they played?" You know, it's just I've never ever come across a Lakers fan as big as me, and you know, I don't even believe half the people on Twitter. A lot of those fans were not there in '05 and '06 and '04, the latter part of '04 and '07. They definitely weren't there. But you know, it's good to have the, you know, I kind of wish Twitter was around when the Lakers were really bad. But anyway, back to 48. It's a impressive feat. I'm not shocked. You know, I know that Kobe is still, when he's healthy, man, he's the best in the world. When he's 100% healthy, you know, a lot of people talk about Jordan, but you know, I watched Jordan play. I mean, I was kind of younger coming up, but man, like you know, just when going through high school and watching every single Laker game, and Kobe is incredible. People, you know, and I mean, you can point out his flaws. He misses a lot of shots. He takes a lot of shots. He misses a lot of shots sometimes, and you know, a lot of people like to say, "Oh, you know, it's a myth that he's clutch," which is unbelievable to me. You know, I mean, granted, there's a time there, like kind of in the middle, like around '06, where in like '05, where you know it wasn't automatic. Like I feel like really Kobe kind of caught his clutch gene at the end of the '02 season. Against, you know, the when they went through that playoff run with the Kings, and then you know, in '03, you know, he had a lot of game winners. In '04 he had even more, with just some incredible ones, including the ones against Portland and against Denver, and what was he? The game time shot against Detroit in the finals. Yeah, I mean, like all those shots are incredible. But then, like in '06, he kind of calmed down a little bit. He missed a lot of shots. He took a lot of crazy bad shots. But you know, when you think about it, you know, it's like it was either that or kick it out to, hey, look, man, I'd rather go home mad that Kobe missed the game winner than to go home mad that Kobe passed to Smush Parker for the game winner. Even at that point, Kobe passed to Lamar for a game winner, or Brian Cook, or you know, in '04, if he would have passed to Slava Medvedenko, or You know, if you got there's no other. You have to realize in the fourth quarter, you know, if the game went on line, there's two scenarios, or actually there's three. You're a big man, you can do a little post move, hook shot down there, try to win the game. You're a slasher, scoring guard, shooting guard like Kobe or Dwayne Wade and LeBron. And well, LeBron's more of a forward. I'll get into that a little later, but or Kevin Durant or AI T-Mac that go off the dribble, try to create their own shot, either drive, go for a layup, go to the hole, or pull up. And then you have your spot up shooter who is typically on the corner, waiting for the shot. Kobe didn't really have a spot up shooter those years. Didn't have a reliable post player. And the only person that could slash was him. And you couldn't really trust Lamar to get from point A to point B with the ball because, I can recall one game winner Lamar had. It was a layup. It was against Golden State, I think, and I think it was in 2005. But Kobe didn't play that game. We really couldn't rely, Didn't have a team. Now, LeBron and Jordan, you think about all the game winners that they didn't take. LeBron I feel like every year he's had a decent spot-up shooter, and that's what he's benefited from. He's not clutch. I guess that goes without saying. He's not. He doesn't really know what to do in that situation because he wants to take the shot, but he just doesn't make it. He gets nervous. But he's always had like a spot-up shooter like Boobie Gibson, Mo Williams, as silly as it sounds. They had Pavlovich. He's always had that good spot-up shooter, and those are intangibles that go into making those shots. But, in the middle years, Kobe missed a bunch of them, and to the point where I thought it was like automatic that he was going to miss. I think in 2006, like, the only one I can remember off the top of my head where it was like at the buzzer was the one against the Suns in the playoffs, and I expected that I expected him to miss it, and that's rare. Everybody expects Kobe to make it. I actually, watching all the games, I expected him to miss it. Then you go into fast forward a couple years, he gets Pau Gasol, a decent post-up, gets Derek Fisher back, a decent spot-up shooter, and then he starts hitting them again, because they have those options. And, and what was it, 2 years ago, 2009, he hit 3 in a row, or 3 or 4 straight. That whole year, he hit like 7, and I guess I'm kind of rambling off topic here. I'm trying to address, I feel like maybe I need to break it down in different ways. Point blank, Kobe Bryant is the most skilled. He's the best, and he may not be, and it's really, you can't even say he's not as athletic as most of these players. I mean, nobody's more athletic than LeBron. LeBron should be the best player in the league, but he's not. He can't put it together. He reminds me of Kwame. I said this on Twitter earlier, at Zoe himself, if you want to follow me, that LeBron is the good version of Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown came into the league and could never ever put it together. Kwame Brown, but he didn't want the hype. He didn't even really want to be a basketball player. It's just like it was forced upon him. He would have made a lot of money. He still made a lot of money, and if you really think about it, from everybody that's talked bad about Kwame, and he's been the brunt of everybody's jokes. Kwame's still in the league, and I think Kwame just signed an extension this offseason or got a big contract with Charlotte. Kwame's still in the league. Kwame's still making money. So I mean, he's got to be doing something right. I mean, I don't know what it was because I mean, damn, I remember when he played for the Lakers. That was, I didn't want to go into that. I mean, he had this little. Kwame Brown played all right for the Lakers. I was actually kind of sad to see him go. I mean, just from being a Laker fan, I was sad to see him and Tavares go. I was kind of scared and optimistic because I never really watched like Pau as close as, I watched the Lakers, and, then again, that was a dumb fear because ended up being as good as advertised. I'm at work right now, by the way. You know, as well, I'll probably be making a shitload of my videos. But yeah, anyway, yeah, the reason why I say LeBron kind of reminds me of Kwame is because there's a bunch of hype around him. People expect him to do a certain thing, and he doesn't do it anytime. You know, LeBron is only proven to be like he's only proven that he's, you know, I can't think of any instance where he's been, yeah, like he's the best player. You know what I mean? Like he's the man. Like he still has a lot to prove, and as long as that hype is around him, then he's never going to prove it. I'll get into that in another video. This video is like, it's like a pilot. I'm pretty much just covering everything. There's no real rhyme or reason. It started off with Kobe's 48 points, and then came into Kobe being clutch. Now it's on to LeBron James, and I think I'm gonna stop it right here. 48 points for Kobe. I'm not shocked. He can do it. If his wrist was healthy, he'd probably be reeling them off right now. Is it a good thing? I don't know. I want playoff wins. I want a championship. Y'all gotta check out my video from when the Lakers won their championship in '09 after not winning it for it was like 6 years. You know, I was really excited. We'll see how he holds up. Traditionally, after these nights or night, you know, he has bad games. So, well, not even bad games. He's maybe like 17 points, 5 of 16 of it, 5 of 18 shooting. Nothing really, you know. So we'll see what happens tonight. It's entertaining to watch. But yeah, subscribe to Magic Mondays TV, and that's it. I might not even upload this, but it's good to hear myself talk, and it's good to talk to people who listen, even if nobody actually is listening at all. All right, peace.